Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing and mysterious corners of the Monster Hunter universe, Monster Hunter Wilds. Imagine a world where nature itself is alive, and every decision you make to tip the balance between life and death. From terrifying beasts to ancient forces that shape the land, this world is more than just a hunting ground. It's a living, breathing ecosystem with a story all its own. In this video, we'll be exploring the hidden lore of Monster Hunter Wilds, uncovering the forgotten tribes, the mythical creatures, and the ancient powers that guide this world. So sit back, grab your gear, and get ready to hunt for secrets, because this journey into the wild is about to get wild. Let's get started. Long ago, there existed a civilization so advanced their mastery over nature seemed almost godlike. This was Weria, a society that bent the very fabric of reality to their will. They commanded gravity to raise massive structures, wielded fire to power their machines, and even controlled lightning itself. But at the heart of their dominion was a singular source of unimaginable power, the Dragon Torch. This artifact fueled their golden age, but as history has shown, great power often leads to great tragedy. Today, we uncover the truth behind Weria's downfall and the artificial dragon that brought it all to ruin, Zojia. The people of Weria weren't satisfied with simply harnessing nature's power. They wanted to reshape it. Using the Dragon Torch's energy, they forged guardians, artificial creatures modeled after the greatest wyvern. These beings required no sustenance, no rest, and were impervious to death, thanks to an enigmatic energy known as wyvern milk. But of all the creations Weria unleashed upon the world, one stood above the rest, Zojia. Unlike the other guardians, Zojia wasn't just a construct, it was their ultimate achievement. A being without limits, created to protect Weria from any threat. But as the keepers, those who safeguard Weria's forgotten knowledge, would later discover Zojia was also their undoing, a force of destruction masquerading as salvation. The Dragon Torch was more than a power source. It was the very lifeblood of Weria. Beneath the land ran the Wormways, a vast network of tunnels designed to distribute its energy across the world, fueling Weria's technology and even altering the environment itself. Seasons could be controlled, resources made abundant, all at the Weria's rulers. But when Zojia infiltrated the torch, it didn't just drain its energy. It became something far worse. It lay dormant, feeding off the power, growing stronger with each passing moment. The people of Weria faced an impossible choice: destroy the Dragon Torch and doom their way of life, or risk awakening an entity beyond their control. In the end, there was no choice left. The hunter, determined to prevent another catastrophe, faced Zojia in a battle that would go down as one of the most legendary fights in Monster Hunter history. As the battle raged, Zojia's form began to change, its once pristine, angelic exterior crumbling to reveal something far more sinister. Each of its transformations was a chilling reminder of another great terror: Fatalis, the black dragon responsible for the fall of countless civilizations. Zojia mirrored its power, unleashing Crimson Fatalis's explosive fireballs, White Fatalis's devastating lightning strikes, and the relentless fire breath of the original Fatalis. Even the music in the final phase of the battle carried echoes of Fatalis's theme, a deliberate connection, tying Zojia to one of the most feared creatures in Monster Hunter lore. For years, Fatalis has been the embodiment of destruction. It's said to have reduced entire kingdoms to ashes, including the once mighty Shrade Empire. White Fatalis, an ancient and malevolent force, is forever linked to the ruins of fallen civilizations. But Zojia wasn't just another Fatalis. It was something more. The ancients of Weria sought to surpass the Black Dragon, creating a being of pure, limitless power. But in their arrogance, they birthed a nightmare even worse than what they feared. Zojia's story is one of hubris and consequence. Its original form, a radiant, almost divine figure, symbolized the ancients' belief that they could control the uncontrollable. But as its true nature emerged, it became clear: Zojia was never a savior. It was an omen of destruction, the final testament to Weria's downfall. Even its name carries meaning. Zojia, derived from ancient tongues, translates to eternal gift. A gift perhaps, but one that came at an unimaginable cost. Weria's fall has long been shrouded in mystery, but newly discovered tablets and ruins suggest that Zojia was never meant to be just a guardian. Could it have been created for a greater purpose? Some theories propose that Warrior wasn't only preparing for internal threats, but an external catastrophe as well. Ancient texts reference a great calamity from the skies, a force so overwhelming that even the rulers of Warrior feared its return. Could Zosia have been designed as a weapon against this unknown force? If so, was its awakening premature, or did someone deliberately set events in motion? The Keepers believe that hidden within Warrior's lost libraries are blueprints and records that could reveal the true reason behind Zosia's creation. But until those secrets are unearthed, we are left with more questions than answers. But is Zosia truly gone? The Keepers' records hint at even deeper secrets, undeciphered texts and blueprints from Warrior's past that may hold the key to its creation. Could there be more to the story of Zosia? And what role did White Fatalis play in Warrior's demise? One thing is certain, the Dragon Torch still stands, and as long as its power remains, the shadow of Zosia will never truly fade. Its regenerative abilities and the void-like abyss hidden beneath its fractured form suggest that this was only the beginning. Zosia is more than just another monster hunter boss. It's a reflection of the entire series' history, its connection to Fatalis, its role in Warrior's collapse, and its potential future make it one of the most compelling creatures Capcom has ever introduced. But what do you think? Was Zosia simply the result of unchecked ambition? Or is there something even deeper at play? As the hunters explore the dense forests and vast landscapes of the wilds, they must adapt to an environment that is ever-changing and full of surprises. The ecosystems in Monster Hunter Wilds are intricately designed, with each region offering a unique set of challenges. From the towering mountains where Ruthalus reigns, to the mist-filled swamps where Tobi Kadachi lurks, the wilds offer a diverse range of environments that test the skills of even the most seasoned hunters. One of the most interesting aspects of the Monster Hunter Wild universe is the way the wildlife interacts with each other. Predators like the Diablos are constantly on the hunt for smaller prey, while herbivores, like the Kelby, must remain vigilant, constantly avoiding the dangers around them. This natural cycle of predator and prey contributes to a thriving ecosystem that feels alive and dynamic, making it a challenge for hunters to not only track their target, but to navigate a living, breathing world that reacts to their actions. The monsters themselves are not just mindless beasts. They have distinct behaviors, territories, and social structures that hunters must study and understand. In Monster Hunter Wild, it's not enough to simply know how to defeat a monster. Hunters must learn to read the signs, understand the creature's habits, and recognize the subtle clues in the environment that can lead them to their quarry. Whether it's the way a Rathian behaves when it's threatened or the erratic movements of a great jaguars as it hunts in packs, every encounter is a unique puzzle waiting to be solved. As the hunter ventures deeper into the heart of the wilds, the danger intensifies. It's not just the monsters they need to worry about, but the environment itself. The changing weather patterns can drastically alter the behavior of the monsters, with storms causing them to become more aggressive, or sudden gusts of wind allowing hunters to track them more easily. The terrain, too, can be just as dangerous as the monsters themselves, with treacherous cliffs, deep ravines, and unstable ground that can cause a misstep and a deadly fall. These elements combine to create a world that is both breathtaking and unforgiving, where every hunt feels like a fight for survival. But for all the danger and uncertainty, there is also beauty in the Monster Hunter Wild universe. The sense of exploration and discovery is at the heart of the experience. As the hunter uncovers new regions, interacts with the wildlife, and delves deeper into the mysteries of the ancient civilizations that once inhabited these lands, they begin to realize that the wilds are more than just a battleground. They are a living testament to the resilience of nature. The ancient ruins scattered throughout the world tell stories of long-forgotten empires, and the hunter's journey becomes a part of that larger narrative. By the end of their quest, the hunter doesn't just defeat monsters, they uncover the secrets of the wilds themselves. As the hunter begins to understand the nuances of the wilds, they will realize that the monsters are not the only danger to be wary of. The Monster Hunter Wild world is teeming with ancient secrets and forgotten civilizations. Scattered ruins and relics of past societies suggest that this world was once home to advanced cultures that lived in harmony with nature. Yet, with time, these civilizations mysteriously vanished, leaving behind only cryptic clues about their existence. Some scholars speculate that the very monsters the hunters battle could be connected to the downfall of these ancient empires. The guilds and researchers that support the hunters play a significant role in unraveling the mysteries of the wild. Many believe that the powerful monsters are not just a threat to humanity, but may be tied to the balance of the world's ecosystems. The Commission's scholars often debate whether the hunters should be focusing solely on eradicating these threats, or whether their presence in the wilds is necessary to preserve equilibrium. Could the growing number of powerful creatures be a symptom of some larger, unseen force? Or are they the remnants of an ancient natural order that the world is slowly reverting to? The ecosystem within Monster Hunter Wilds is ever-changing, and the hunters themselves are not immune to this shift. The more the hunter interacts with their environment, the more they can feel the pulse of the wilds. It's as if every battle, every interaction with the land, creates a ripple that affects the balance of life. This delicate balance is crucial, and the hunters, for all their strength, are just one part of this intricate work. The hunter's quest to take down monsters may seem like a straightforward battle, but it's intertwined with the survival of entire species and ecosystems, creating an ethical conundrum. Can one truly conquer nature without consequence? As the hunter's reputation grows and they defeat the most formidable monsters, they start to earn the trust and respect of the other factions within the wilds. But it's not just the people they help along the way, it's the creatures they encounter that begin to see them in a new light. Some hunters begin to form a bond with certain monsters, understanding their habits and behaviors, while others take the more traditional route and view them purely as targets to eliminate. However, there's always a lingering question. Are these creatures merely mindless beasts, or do they possess a deeper connection to the land and each other? It's a question that remains unanswered, but one that often weighs heavily on the minds of the most experienced hunters. The relationship between the hunter and the wilds grows increasingly complicated as they delve deeper into the heart of the unknown. With each new monster they face, they uncover more about the mysteries of the ecosystem. In the farthest reaches of the wilds, strange phenomena begin to manifest. Massive storms, strange celestial events, and rumors of otherworldly creatures begin to surface, further challenging the hunter's understanding of their world. As these anomalies increase, it becomes clear that the Monster Hunter Wild universe is not simply about tracking and defeating creatures. It's about understanding the fragile harmony of a living, evolving world that holds secrets even the bravest of hunters have yet to uncover. As the hunter ventures further into the wilds, they begin to encounter more enigmatic creatures. Some monsters appear almost out of place in the ecosystem, their abilities and traits far beyond what seems natural. These elder dragons, as they are often referred to, exude an aura of mystique, leaving the hunter questioning if they are truly just creatures, or if they are somehow intertwined with the very fabric of the world itself. The rumors of their ancient origins suggest that these elder dragons may have been born from the forces of nature itself, beings tied to the Earth's elemental balance. Could they hold the key to understanding the true nature of the wilds? As the hunter gains more experience and understanding of the monsters and their behaviors, it becomes clear that not all creatures are hostile. In the far reaches of the wilds, certain animals and monsters coexist peacefully within their ecosystems. Hunters, when careful and observant, may even witness these natural interactions, offering a rare glimpse into the complexity of the wilderness. Some hunters, particularly those with a deep connection to the land, start to realize that the wilds aren't simply a place to conquer. They're a living, breathing entity. To truly thrive, a hunter must learn to understand the wilds on a deeper level and embrace the interconnections between all creatures, both predator and prey. One of the most fascinating mysteries of Monster Hunter Wild is the strange and powerful influence of the feline and palico companions. These creatures, though often underestimated by others, are not only loyal companions to the hunter, but they seem to possess a deeper understanding of the wilds than even the most seasoned hunters. In many ways, they act as guides through the wilderness, alerting the hunter to hidden threats and opportunities that they might otherwise miss. The felins, with their strange, almost magical abilities, may hold the knowledge that the hunter needs to navigate the more dangerous corners of the wilds. Throughout their journey, the hunter encounters various tribes and factions, each with their own distinct customs and understanding of the world. The Hunters Guild is perhaps the most well-known, but others, such as the Engineearth tribes and Coral Highlands elders, bring a different perspective to the hunter's journey. These factions sometimes clash over their interpretations of the wilds and the creatures that inhabit it. Some tribes view certain monsters as sacred beings, while others see them only as tools to be hunted. These differing worldviews create a complex network of alliances, rivalries, and political intrigue, which the hunter must navigate in their quest to understand the true purpose of their existence in this dangerous world. Finally, as the hunter faces their most challenging monsters, they begin to realize that the wilds hold more than just threats. They are full of untold knowledge and ancient power. The monsters themselves are only a fraction of the puzzle. Hidden within the most dangerous areas of the wilds are relics from a forgotten time, artifacts that can alter the course of history. Some of these artifacts could be the remnants of the ancient civilization that once inhabited this land, while others might be the forgotten creations of the elder dragons themselves. The deeper the hunter goes, the more they realize that they are not simply part of the hunt. They are part of something much larger, a cosmic web of fate that connects them to the ancient past and the future of the wilds. As the hunter delves deeper into the mysteries of the wilds, a pattern begins to emerge. The creatures they face are not merely random beasts. Each seems to have a specific purpose, as if they are part of a larger ecosystem governed by ancient laws. The hunter encounters bizarre phenomena, such as the Wyvernian ruins, ancient temples hidden in the dense jungle, and strange crystal formations that pulse with energy. These sites are teeming with clues about the long-forgotten history of the wilds. It becomes clear that the creatures and the land itself are tied to an ancient force, one that is slowly being uncovered as the hunter uncovers more about these ruins and the creatures that dwell in them. The mysterious Elder Felin play a pivotal role in the hunter's journey. Their origins are shrouded in mystery, and it is said that they once wielded great power over the forces of nature. These legendary creatures possess knowledge that is passed down through generations, and their wisdom is often key to unlocking the secrets of the wilds. The hunter encounters several elder felons throughout their journey, each one a potential guide to deeper understanding. Some are reluctant to share their knowledge, testing the hunter's resolve before offering their guidance. Others may present challenges to the hunter, forcing them to prove their worth through combat or by solving intricate riddles related to the very fabric of the wilds themselves. The ever-growing threat of the fanged beast presents a continual challenge for the hunter. These creatures, once thought to be rare anomalies, are now becoming more frequent. Their appearance is unsettling, often heralding environmental shifts that can change the balance of entire regions. Some believe that these beasts are the result of an ancient curse, a manifestation of the wild's anger at the imbalance created by human encroachment. As the hunter faces off against these powerful adversaries, they begin to uncover evidence of a greater conspiracy at play. It seems as though someone, or something, is purposefully awakening these creatures, causing the previously stable ecosystems to spiral out of control. Among the most fascinating creatures encountered by the hunter are the elder dragons. These creatures are far older and more powerful than the standard monsters of the wilds, and their very presence disturbs the natural order. The hunter learns that these elder dragons are not simply beasts. They are embodiments of the forces of nature itself. Some are tied to fire, others to ice, and still others to the very fabric of life and death. The hunter begins to realize that these creatures were not born from the wilds. Rather, they are forces that shaped the very world they live in. Understanding their behavior and motives becomes a key aspect of the hunter's journey, as it becomes clear that the elder dragons hold the key to unlocking the deepest secrets of the land. The world of Monster Hunter Wilds is ever-changing, and the hunter finds that their actions have consequences. Every battle fought, every creature slain, and every decision made can tip the delicate balance of the world. As the hunter becomes more skilled and powerful, they must decide what kind of legacy they want to leave. Will they continue to hunt and conquer the wilds, or will they choose a different path? Some hunters are beginning to question whether the destruction of these creatures is truly necessary. especially as they uncover evidence of the wild's intricate balance and the ways in which these monsters contribute to the overall health of the ecosystem. Could there be a way to coexist with the wilds instead of conquering them? Only time will tell, but the hunter's journey is far from over. As the hunter explores deeper into the wilderness, they come across a tribe of mysterious humans known as the Silent Keepers. These people live in harmony with the wilds, preserving the delicate balance of nature while also protecting it from external threats. The Silent Keepers have lived for generations in the heart of the wilds, and their knowledge of the land and its creatures is unparalleled. The hunter begins to understand that these people possess a unique understanding of the creatures they hunt. However, the Silent Keepers are secretive and guarded, reluctant to share their knowledge with outsiders. To earn their trust, the hunter must prove their worth, and the trials they undergo are unlike anything they've faced before, requiring not just combat prowess, but wisdom and patience. The hunter's understanding of the wilds grows as they encounter strange, otherworldly anomalies scattered across the land. Some places in the wilds defy the very laws of nature, and the hunter begins to question whether these anomalies are simply a natural occurrence or the result of an ancient force trying to reassert control. These locations are rife with dangerous energies that alter the environment in unpredictable ways, creating a perilous world for the hunter. Some believe these anomalies are connected to the mysterious Elder Felin and their lost knowledge. The deeper the hunter delves into these strange phenomena, the closer they come to understanding the true nature of the world they inhabit. One of the most significant discoveries the hunter makes is the abyssal depths, a vast, unexplored region of the wilds that harbors some of the most terrifying creatures the hunter has ever encountered. These depths are hidden beneath layers of thick jungle and treacherous terrain, where few have dared to venture. Those who return speak of towering beasts, some of which are even older and more powerful than the elder dragons. It is said that the abyssal depths are the birthplace of many of the wild's most dangerous and mysterious creatures. The hunter embarks on a journey to explore these depths, only to uncover a hidden threat that could change the fate of the entire world. What lies beneath is far more dangerous than anything they've faced before. The balance between human encroachment and the wilderness becomes increasingly fragile as the hunter learns more about the role of the Wayland Consortium, a corporation that seeks to exploit the wilds for its resources. The Consortium's attempts to tap into the natural powers of the wilds and extract valuable resources have inadvertently caused the destabilization of the ecosystem. The hunter comes across evidence of the corporation's involvement in disturbing the natural order, particularly in the creation of unnatural hybrid monsters that were experimented upon in laboratories. These monstrosities, once intended for research purposes, have now escaped into the wilds, causing havoc in their wake. The hunter must decide whether to continue aiding humanity's progress or to protect the wilds from human greed. As the hunter's journey progresses, they begin to realize that the wilds themselves are alive in ways they never imagined. The creatures, the plants, and even the land itself seem to have an ancient consciousness, one that has been watching and waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. Throughout their travels, the hunter encounters bizarre phenomena, such as an eerie symbiotic relationship between the creatures of the wilds and the land. The hunter's presence in these sacred places begins to awaken dormant powers, leading some to believe that the wilds are testing the hunter, choosing them for a grander purpose. Perhaps the hunter is more than just a solitary figure in the fight for survival. They might be a catalyst for change, destined to alter the very course of the wild's history. As the hunter ventures deeper into the wilds, a strange phenomenon begins to unfold. The ecosystem is being altered by an unknown force, and many creatures are starting to exhibit unusual behavior. The fanged beasts are becoming more aggressive, some even exhibiting signs of mutation. Something is distorting the natural flow of life in the wilds, and the hunter must unravel the mystery. The hunter discovers ancient inscriptions on the walls of caves that speak of a force called the Ruinous Flow, an energy that corrupts and distorts everything it touches. Is this force the result of an ancient battle between the elder dragons, or is it something far more sinister? The hunter must travel across dangerous terrain to investigate the source of this distortion and prevent the wilds from descending into chaos. Along the way, the hunter meets a group of mysterious shamanic tribes who claim to have lived in harmony with the wilds for generations. These tribes are intimately connected to the land and have developed unique techniques to harness the natural power of the world around them. The hunter learns that the tribe's knowledge of the wilds runs deep, and they possess secrets that could help turn the tide against the corruption spreading through the land. The shamanic tribes warn the hunter of an ancient prophecy that speaks of a great hunter who will either save or destroy the wilds, depending on the choices they make. The tribes see the hunter as a potential candidate for this role, and it is up to the hunter to determine whether they will embrace their destiny or choose a different path. The hunter's journey leads them to a hidden temple once believed to be a myth. Within the temple lies an ancient artifact known only as the Soul Stone. The Soul Stone is said to hold the power to control the forces of nature itself. Some believe that the Soul Stone was created by the first Elder Dragons, while others think it is an ancient relic from a lost civilization that predates the current world. Whatever its origins, the artifact holds immense power and has the potential to change the balance of the wilds forever. But it is also incredibly dangerous, as its power could fall into the wrong hands. As the hunter delves deeper into the temple, they realize that they are not alone. Other forces, both human and monstrous, are also seeking the Soul Stone, and the hunter must decide whether to wield this power or protect it from those who would misuse it. The Hunters Guild becomes more involved as the events in the wilds begin to spiral out of control. Once a group that simply sought to track and hunt the creatures of the land, the guild now finds itself grappling with moral dilemmas. As the hunter becomes more entangled in the growing conflict between the tribes, the corrupt forces manipulating the wilds, and the ancient powers that govern the land, the guild's true purpose comes into question. Some members of the guild wish to continue hunting and preserving the order of the world, while others see the need for a new path, one that seeks to understand the wilds rather than conquer them. The hunter's relationship with the guild becomes increasingly strained, and they must decide whether to remain loyal to the organization or forge their own destiny. With the discovery of the Soul Stone, the hunter is faced with a critical decision. Use the artifact to fight back against the growing corruption, or destroy it to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. As the hunter grapples with this decision, they begin to understand the true nature of the wilds. The creatures they hunt are not simply monsters to be slain, they are living beings, each with their own role in the ecosystem. The hunter realizes that their actions have consequences and that the balance of the world is more fragile than they thought. The final battle will not be against a single creature, but against the very forces that seek to disrupt the delicate harmony between nature and mankind. The hunter must make a choice. Will they become the savior of the wilds, or will they be the one to tip the scales into chaos? As the hunter's journey reaches its climax, they finally come face to face with the true orchestrator of the chaos, the ancient force known as the heart of the wilds. This entity, a being as old as the land itself, is the source of both creation and destruction in the wilds. It has lived for centuries in harmony with the ecosystem, but something has disturbed its balance. The hunter must make an ultimate choice: restore the heart of the wilds to its original state, or allow the forces of corruption to consume it completely. The decision weighs heavily on the hunter's conscience, knowing that whatever they choose will alter the very fabric of the world they call home. In the final battle, the hunter faces not only the physical manifestation of the heart of the wilds, but also their own inner turmoil. Throughout their journey, they have witnessed the beauty and brutality of the natural world, and now they must come to terms with their own role in its future. Are they merely a tool for destruction, or can they rise above their past and become a protector of balance? This is the ultimate test of the hunter's strength, resolve, and understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. As the dust settles and the battle ends, the hunter is left to contemplate the future of the wild. With the heart of the wilds either restored or destroyed, the hunter reflects on the lessons learned along the way. That all things are connected, that the wilds are not just a battlefield, but a living, breathing world. The hunter must decide whether to continue their path as a protector of the natural order, or whether they will step aside and allow the next generation of hunters to take on this responsibility. With the fate of the wilds now in their hands, the hunter leaves behind a legacy. The tribes, once divided, have found a way to live in harmony with the world around them, guided by the lessons of the past. The guild, too, is changing, no longer focused solely on hunting, but on preserving the delicate balance of the ecosystem. The hunter's story becomes a beacon of hope, showing that even in the face of destruction, there is always a chance for redemption and renewal. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the wilds. The story of the hunter may be over, but the adventure is far from finished. If you enjoyed this tale, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like to stay updated on all the latest lore and deep dives into the Monster Hunter universe. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the hunter's choices? And what do you believe lies ahead for the wilds? Until next time, stay fierce and keep hunting.